and welcome to David Christopher's. I'm Jen.
I'm David.
And we are here to demonstrate another tree for you for the 2023 season. And our clothes give you a little bit of an idea of what theme this is going to be for this year. And this tree is a little bit similar to a tree you did last year, but different, right?
Yeah, last year I did a kind of a blue and gold on a flock tree, and we just did it in our retail store. We didn't actually have many products wholesale that really went with that theme. I just kind of got a wild hair at the last minute and decided I was going to put one up. And it did so well, we decided to run one for our wholesale company. And so we're going to do the one that we did special ornaments with white, blue, and gold on like glass ornaments. We did a lot of new things for this theme that I can't remember the name of.
You can't remember the name of the theme?
No.
Well, it was Modern Blues last year, right?
Maybe.
Look, I'm going to show you all something. If you go to our website, which is shopdavidchristopher's.com, you are going to be able to shop this theme and all of our themes, and you can actually shop. I'm going to show you on my phone here. You can actually shop by theme. And so if you can't remember what one is called, the website will give you a little bit of a sneak peek. This is called Royal Christmas for 2023. So if you click on Royal Christmas, it's going to open up the products that we're going to be using today that can be used with this theme. And so that makes it super easy. So even if you're David and you forget your own theme name.
Even taking my medication, I forgot.
Well, I know you haven't forgotten how to decorate, because I think you could do that in your sleep.
I probably do that in my sleep.
So let's get started.
We're almost to, 35,000 subscribers on YouTube. And we promised everybody once we got to 35,000, I would decorate a tree blindfolded.
Yes. So
we're
share.
Still planning to do that.
I can't wait for that one. You need to share this video with all of your friends and family. Help them to subscribe so that David will decorate a tree blindfolded, because that's going to be a lot of fun. All right, you ready to decorate one without a blindfold?
Yep.
Let's get started then.
So I'm going to be using some metallic gold berries that have sequins on them, and these are not cheap, but they're really well done. Each individual berry is placed on the stem, and then the whole thing's coated, so you don't get a whole lot of that white showing, or berries coming off of the stem. But it is a little bit more expensive, but I love this stem. So we're going to be using quite a bit of this, and we've got two different sizes, so if you don't need one that's quite 4 feet tall, we have a smaller size if you would prefer. So for this tree, I'm placing a lot of these branches. I'm going to be placing them at a lot of different angles because I also have some things that I want to attach to my branches later on. So sometimes I will just make a certain piece hang down, and sometimes I'll make it angle more up. For this particular branch on this particular tree, I'm doing a little bit of both. So we're going to have some going up, some angled more out to the side, and some more down. And I'm spacing these just kind of every 2 feet, kind of stair stepping them up and down. Works well for most branches.
I want to remind everybody that we have open house coming up November the 3rd through the 9th in store. And really the whole month of November, we kind of call it our open house because we're constantly running sales, but we have free gifts during the actual event, November 3rd through the 9th. So free gifts and apple cider and just some extra little things that we do, some extra sales. But we will also be running some things online for sale. So if you are shopping with us online, then you can check us out during that time. But we have people come from really all over, don't we?
Yeah. We actually got a map and started putting pins in it from where people came from. We've got everything from New York, California, Ohio,
Florida, Texas. Trying to think. There's
a lot of different places.
a lot of places. You can really make a tree look bigger just by adding extra pieces, extra branches.
Yeah, this tree is already pretty large, but we're making it extra large. So I do have the 33-inch style of berry, and we're going to be using this for a tree topper. I mean, you could use the large ones. I've used the large ones before, but we're going to be using some of the smaller ones for this particular one, because we've got some other things that we want to add to it. And we're just going kind of around some different lengths. Make sure to get one on the back here. And then we'll fill in with some other pieces in just a few minutes. At this point, I'm going to start with some of our large. This is actually a 10-inch fake mercury glass. So these are plastic, which keeps them more likely to not shatter. But they are transparent so that the light can still come through them. We're going to use these 10-inch, even though a lot of people say that the 10-inch is too big for a 7.5-foot tree. I'm just going to disagree, and I'm going to use some of them anyway. Because design and style is really kind of up to you. I know there are a lot of people that say you can't do this and you can't do that, and I say you can really do whatever you want to do. If you like it, that's really what you should really go for. There may be rules, but some rules are made to be broken. If everybody did the same artwork, it would be really boring. I'm also going to be using multiple sizes. So this is our 8-inch, and then I also have 5-inch in the same classic blue color.
I actually made a personal Facebook post recently talking about consider the source. There is a Morgan Freeman quote that says, "Don't take criticism from someone you wouldn't take advice from." And I think that's really good to remember, because most of the people that are criticizing you have not done what you're doing. They don't have a clue. They like to say you should do this and that. And most of the time they kind of say it in a very hateful or demeaning way. Whereas the people who have actually done what you're doing, whether it's decorating trees, whether it's being a teacher, whether it's being a parent, whatever your job, hobby, they're going to say it to you in love and be encouraging, because they know how hard it is to do what it is that you're trying to do, and they're not going to be mean about it.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Thankfully, David has very thick skin, and he doesn't really care what anyone says, except for...
Well, I care what people... I consider myself having success if people buy things from us. So I don't really look at it as a success if we get a ton of comments that everybody likes something, that's okay. Or if people say they don't like it, but we sell a lot of it, I really judge that as a success anyway.
But it is nice to get the encouragement when people say, "Ooh, that's a beautiful design," because not everyone can purchase. They just like to watch and learn, and that's okay too.
Yeah.
We're like I like to think that we're more of like the Mr. Rogers neighborhood version of the home decor decorating.
I don't think I have one of those sweaters.
I know, but we want everyone to be nice. And
oh yeah,
I can't remember someone made a comment recently on one of our photos, and I wish I could remember exactly your name so I could shout you out, but anyway, it was a picture of us on our community page, and they were so nice that they said that there's so many channels of people that do wreaths and Christmas trees, and people can be so mean and petty and jealous and try to make other people look bad and go to their channel and leave mean comments, like gang up on people. And I just do not understand that mentality at all. I want everyone out there to succeed and be encouraged.
It's like some people get mad because somebody copies their stuff or their design, and I'm pretty sure that they used to tell us that, you know, imitation was a form of flattery. So I consider it, you know, kind of my job to make other people want to copy our stuff. If other people want it, I did it correctly.
That's true.
At this point, we're going to be using our textured navy ribbon that has this kind of a platinum champagne back on it. And I've got a pretty good size roll here. I don't think it's a full roll, but I took it off the roll already. And I'm just going to use a piece of the tree to tuck some of my ribbon in right there. And then we're going to create loops. And I'll do this one probably a little different than I ordinarily do because I want it really kind of sporadic. I don't want it extremely uniform, I guess. I want it balanced, but I don't want it super uniform. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to tuck the ribbon behind some of my pine so that it disappears from there and reappears somewhere else. And then I'm going to do another crazy loop. And good wired ribbon is a definite benefit to you if you're new to, you know, decorating and things, and you're going, I can't get my ribbon to look like that. One reason may be you don't have a stiff enough ribbon. Like if you pull your ribbon and it just kind of like fades out, you need ribbon that stays exactly where you put it. You could almost hang ornaments from that. So I'll do the same thing, hide some of my ribbon with some pine. And then have it pop back out of the tree over here so that it just kind of disappears and reappears. And we're going to keep going with the rest of our tree. We've got our ribbon in. I'm going to add a couple more of our blue ornaments. These have a little bit more design to them, kind of a frost, and this one's got some ice on the top of it, just to give us a little bit more blue. And then we're going to start working on our glass ornaments. I'm going to be using this iridescent gold swirl ball that's really clear, but it has this metallic gold flake inside, and it's kind of iridescent on the outside, so it gives a really good shine when you add this to the tree.
It's hard to even capture how pretty that is.
It reflects a lot of light. Okay, we've got some blue and white and gold ornaments. We've got our fleur-de-lis, and then we also have our Christmas tree in the blue and white, but then we also have the coppery finish with some gold and the blue and white. So we're going to be adding all of these to our tree.
Are these some of the ones you're going to add to the metallic berry branches?
Maybe. I haven't gotten that far yet.
So you're starting with the pine branches first?
Yes. But I can, I can take one of these, maybe double up this berry branch a little bit, just for a little more stability. Give some extra length to them. That way they hang really three-dimensionally out from the tree.
Ta-da!
I have a lot of gold kind of branching out from the tree, so we're going to add some of our midnight blue metallic fern sequin spray. It's going to come a little flat like this, and you just need to separate them out like this. And then we're going to add these into the tree where they're kind of separate, so we get a little bit more of that blue coming out. Now we're going to add a few of our iridescent beaded gold finials. These are beautiful, they are transparent, and they've got a lot of luster to them just because of that iridescent finish on the outside, but they have a really nice texture that almost makes them appear frosted in some ways and not in another. Now our last stem that we're going to be using is our metallic gold pine spray, but it's got this glitter just kind of on the tips, but underneath it's metallic gold. And we're just really going to use this to fill in any spots that you feel like are kind of a gap in the tree at all. If you see too much to the center of the tree, that's usually where I like to put one. Or if you feel like you're overloaded on blue in some area, you can balance that out with a little gold. But it's just a really good fill-in thing for if you've got some of that. If you're a little OCD and you want to fill up just a little bit of those spots, it's a great item to use.
And as we mentioned earlier in the video, if you go to davidchristofers.com, we sell retail, we sell wholesale, and if you click on the retail link or the wholesale link, you can search and shop by collection, and this theme is called Royal Christmas.
Now we've got these little blue and white and gold butterflies that have a little clip on them, and we're going to add quite a few of these little guys to our tree. They're going to work great on our gold berry branches. Good thing for them to clip to.
Thank you all for watching today. We really appreciate it. Make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss our upcoming videos that we'll be posting on Saturdays at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. And don't forget to check out Ramon at Home, who is showcasing so many David Christofers products this season. So if you can't get enough of David Christofers, you get 3 chances every week. He posts on Thursdays and Sundays, and you can see what he has to offer and what he's doing with our products on his channel. Have a great weekend.